Hi, I'm Elizabeth at the Radford Public Library, and I'm checking in with you to bring you a new book recommendation this week. And that book recommendation is for a book titled The Sound of a Wild Snail Eating. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, it's checked out. So I have the book cover here for you, as well as some snails that I've decorated the frame with just to make up for not having the book. But anyway, this is a great read. It's written by Elisabeth Tova Bailey. It is an adult nonfiction, and the author, Elisabeth Tova Bailey, becomes very ill with an unspecified sickness, and she is homebound and bedbound, and a good friend brings her a plant, like good friends do, and she discovers on that plant a little snail. And that snail becomes a great source of fascination and unexpectedly a way to pass the time. She learns all kinds of facts about snails. She studies this snail. She expands the snail's home by making a terrarium for the snail, learns what to feed it. I had no idea I could be so interested in snails. You learn all these great facts as the reader of this book about snails, things that you never maybe wondered before. I know I hadn't. Like they have over 2,600 teeth, and their teeth grow in like rows of 33. I think that's crazy. Actually, there's 80 rows of 33. Not sure if that math shakes out or not, but that's what the book said. And they survive with three main senses, which is smell and taste and touch. They are single muscular footed creatures, so that's what a gastropod is, and they can actually drink through that foot. I just found it really fascinating. So in addition to learning about snails, which I didn't know I wanted to do, you also get this really moving version of the author's experience in going through, pain and sickness and fear and loneliness, and yet through all of this, she can be so distracted by this creature and fascinated and care for this creature, and the snail really does become a source of comfort and a way for her not to focus so much on herself. And while she is unable to really even stand up because her sickness causes her to feel great dizziness, this snail encourages her in a positive way to kind of just slow down, even though there are all these things that she can no longer do that she used to be able to do, which is of course heartbreaking and frustrating. Having the snail as company seems to help her perspective of her situation. No matter how dire it may be, she can stop kind of thinking about herself for a little while and learn about something different that brings her comfort. So I highly recommend it. It doesn't go at a hugely fast pace because it's a lot about a snail, but it's very moving, and it's very thought-provoking, and it just brings a sense of wonder to the reader for nature. And I just thoroughly enjoyed it. And again, the title is The Sound of a Wild Snail Eating. She can actually hear the snail eating. And it's written by Elisabeth Tova Bailey. Feel free to put it on hold, check it out. I'll check in with you next week for another book recommendation. Thanks for listening, and stay well and stay healthy.